All right, I'm coming to you with some incredibly dark news. I want you to take the children out of your room because we're going to be talking about some dramatic situations that happened in the heart of the United States of America. You see, the boogeyman, ICE, have apparently been accused of committing the unthinkable. As you can see here in the title, they arrested a 6-year-old boy with leukemia. So it's not a 6-year-old boy without leukemia. No, it's one with leukemia. And the family is suing for arresting the 6-year-old boy with leukemia. Apparently, the claim is that one of the officers, which, as we know, people from ICE, they're mad with power, decided to show the little boy the gun. For no reason whatsoever. Maybe he just wanted to feel powerful. He wanted to feel like a sitting Democrat. He wanted to feel powerful. So he showed the pistol. And then allegedly, the family is claiming that the boy peed himself. And then all of the people surrounding him, in their wickedness, in their desire to do harm, allowed the boy to sit there drenched in his urine. So the family is suing. Now, all of this is alleged. Like, we don't know. We don't have recordings. All we know is that the family is claiming that this happened. Now, you may think that there's a conflict of interest there. Like, if I'm going to be punished, like, I did something. I snuck into your backyard, right? Like, I'm in your backyard even though I'm not supposed to be. You're calling the cops, and now the cops are removing me from your backyard. Like, you would assume that my interest is to delegitimize the cops and to say bad things about you, right? Like, wouldn't that be in my interest? Apparently, this is not the case here. Like, this is almost as if it's already proven. As if the judge, the jury have already passed the sentence. We do not believe in innocent until proven guilty. We believe in accusation means guilt. And so this article is a very interesting read. What I would suggest, and I think like people should actually start doing this. Every time you see an article, just copy paste it and put it whatever you want. Like whether you like ChatGPT, whether you like Grok, whether you like Google Gemini, it doesn't matter, okay? Just any AI, any whatsoever, and ask what emotion is the writer wanting me to experience. And you will be shocked, right? Because immediately all of these AIs, which are operating on some algorithmic logic, are very good at detecting the emotion. And they will tell you like, yeah, this is not an objective article. This wants you to feel disgust, a sense of injustice, a sense of disdain at the authorities. They want you to feel rage at the policies of the sitting president. And they give you examples. Like, in fact, look, it actually says, should shock all of us, right? Like the article is tell you how you need to feel. Like, what is the personal experience that you need to have? It's not telling you, okay, you know, assuming that the situation is real, we need to find the guy that did it, like his name, and get him fired. That is not the point of the article. The article is that the system as a whole should shock you. You need to say that all deportations need to be stopped. All of the people from ICE need to be fired. And you should never vote Republican again. Like, this is what all the AIs are saying that the writer wants you to think. And so here's the interesting part. You got on Twitter this person, which got 500,000 views, by saying all you had to do was to stay away from our video games and none of this would have happened. And people in the comments are absolutely raging. Like, if they could, they would catch this guy on the street and apply a correction. Like, they're absolutely livid. And the question is, like, why do you think they're livid? Are they livid because they genuinely care about that boy whose name they don't even know? Like, notice how none of them are trying to make a fundraiser and donate to the family. Did you notice that? Like, no one is actually trying to help the family. No one is offering a house for the family as a place to stay. No one is offering to marry the family. Hey, if you marry the family, they become US citizens. No one is trying to solve the problem. Everyone is acting with actual rage, and they want to see this guy hurt. And so why do they want to see this guy hurt? The reason is that he is expressing something that Eastern Europeans know deeply and cherish deeply. It is doing politics out of spite. This is something that a lot of leftist Americans are going to be shocked to discover, that they're going to have to live with their fellow citizens that are now operating on spite. I will explain to you how it all happens. Here in Eastern Europe, we benefited from the most enlightenment governorship that mankind has ever had. Communism. Communism enlightens the mind more so than any other ideology. You see, communism is an ideology of morality, not Christian morality, communist morality. The idea that mankind is supposed to evolve and that the scientists have found the ultimate morality. So like if you're not applying their universal morality, you're a monster. You're like a beast, right? So the morality is that of hominus sovieticus, the Soviet man. That is like the only acceptable morality in the universe. Anyone that doesn't accept the Soviet man causes war and calamity through the world. And so communism is an ideology that's filled with morality. And something bad happens, you can't complain, because if you complain, you're immoral. For example, let's say that your grandma is being taken to the gulag because she resisted the communists taking away her land. Like she worked on that land, her grandparents worked on that land, it's the only thing she has. And then the communists come with guns and they tell grandma she has to give away that land. And when she doesn't want to, well, she gets hurt. Now, if you complain, you're immoral because you're against equality. Like there are starving people who don't have land, and your grandma was gorging herself, and now finally that justice is being done. You care more about that piece of land than you care about the starving people? Maybe you should join the grandma in the gulag. And so like all of these decisions that would be done by the Communist Party, all of them were done from a perspective of morality. Now let's compare this with woke ideology. How did we get to this point? Well, everything was done because of morality and compassion, right? It's like you gotta let people in. You can't just check the border. Just let hundreds of millions of people in. You gotta police the internet. You gotta add censorship. Because otherwise people make racist jokes. People are racist in their mind. You gotta lock people in their house and shut down their businesses. It's to protect grandma. You don't want grandma to get sick from the cough. Oh, people want to protest for their civil rights while everyone is locked up. Well, that's fine. Like, you got to support that because that's the civil rights. It's out of morality. And you can push people so much with the idea of morality while they notice that their life is becoming worse and worse and worse, to the point where even their escapism is under attack. They want to watch football. They get wokeness. They want to have a beer. They see Miss Mulvaney on the beer mocking their football. They want to do anything. It's wokeness everywhere. They want to play video games, wokeness. And everything is moralizing. Oh, you don't drink that beer? It's because you're a transphobe. Oh, you don't watch that movie? It's because... And it comes to a point where people shut down and they stop accepting any type of morality. And they are driven solely based on spite. They will assume that life is going to become shit no matter what. But some people benefit from the shit. Whether they're consultants, whether they're activists, like someone somewhere is benefiting from the shit. And people become cynical, like they know that nothing they do improves their life. It's pointless. Like we tried everything. We tried this, we tried that, nothing works. And so the other option is to make sure that the people who benefit, that their line goes down as well. You want the neighbor's goat to die as well. My goat died. I can't bring her back. But I got a lot of free time. Maybe your goat should die as well because you supported the policies that got my goat killed. This is the Eastern European mindset. This actually works because when the people who benefit from an unjust system are starting to notice that their goat is dying, there comes a time when the people that still have their goats alive are going to be like, okay, can we stop killing goats? Can we at least make some compromise? Can we at least stop antagonizing these people? Like, what did they want to do? They wanted to play video games. Did we really have to fuck with them? Was there really a point to any of this? Couldn't we accomplish our economic goals without taking away the circus? Apparently, like, some people want bread and circus, and we made the circus kind of gay and the bread expensive. Like, did we really have to do that? And so this is the way the Eastern politics operate even today, because it works. And the reason that the people are upset at this guy with the video games is not because of the kid. It's because they know that without their moral posturing, without their Karenism, without anyone listening to their morality, they have no power. The only reason they're publishing articles like that is to convince people to stop voting right-wing. That's it. And if people go like, I don't fucking care what articles you publish. In fact, if you hate it, that's good. I'll vote right-wing even harder. My entire moral compass is you being upset because you manipulated me emotionally so many times in the past to the point where I can't trust you anymore. I don't know if there was genuinely a kid that got arrested. Maybe there was, maybe there wasn't. What evidence do I have? All I know is that in the past, I believe 25 other articles that you showed me, all of them were false. Or missing context, or manipulated in some way or some other. Why should I not assume that this article wasn't manipulated too? So like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't have fucked with the video games. And then you wouldn't have had to convince me to begin with. And that's why they're really upset. They're really upset because people that operate on morality alone, they have nothing else to back it up. The only thing they do is like, oh my God, this is not how it should be. This is morality, blah, 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 moral. The moment you tell them to fuck off, they got nothing else. They're not producing anything of value. They're not creating things. Like, notice, again, they're not trying to contact this family and to marry one of them in order so that they can have citizenship. They're not trying to start a fundraiser for this family. All they're doing is they're seething and they're trying to get this guy into trouble. Because that's the only thing they have. They have fear. Right? Fear by compliance. And when you stop being afraid, they got nothing. Any regime that cannot back its promises with deeds, or that cannot fear its dissenters with horror stories, is eventually going to collapse. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, you can find me on my live stream. There is a link into the pinned comment. Take care.